Hello everyone, welcome. I hope you're all doing well. In our last lesson, we learned how to conjugate the verb machen in the present tense. Machen, in a very general sense in German, means either to make or to do. So let's look at the forms that we learned last time. We learned how to say I make or I do, ich mache, you make or you do, du machst, he makes or he does, macht, she makes or she does, sie macht, you make or you do, sie machen. The plural forms, we make or we do, wir machen, you make or you do, this is the plural informal you, macht, you make or you do, this is the formal you, plural, sie machen, and finally, they make or they do, sie machen. Notice the lowercase s. Knowing that, one other important thing to remember about verbs conjugated in the present tense is that they can have potentially three meanings, just depending on the context. For example, ich mache, when you translate that or interpret it back to English, it can mean I make, I do make, this would be what we call the emphatic do, I do make, and I am making. It just depends on the context. So remember that machen also means to do, so ich mache can potentially mean I do do. I know that sounds a little funny, but that's the emphatic do. And finally, I am doing. Du machst can mean you make, you do make, you are making. You do do, or you are doing. Now let's add the question word, the interrogative was. Was, of course, means what. And we are going to combine that with the verb machen to make what we call an information question. An information question can have many different answers. An information question is the counterpart of yes or no questions. So let's go ahead and put this together. And we want to ask the question in German, what are you making or what are you doing? Remember, machen means either. So was, and we have our subject du, so just insert the correct form. Was machst du? Was machst du? So when somebody asks you the question, was machst du? It means, what are you making or what are you doing? With sie, can you guess the question? Was machen sie? Was machen sie? Again, when somebody asks you the question, was machen sie? It means, what are you making or what are you doing? So now let's go ahead and look at this question with all of the different forms of machen. So if I say, was mache ich? That means, what am I making or what am I doing? Was machst du? We already know that. What are you making? What are you doing? Was macht er? What is he making or what is he doing? Was macht sie? What is she making or what is she doing? Was machen sie? You also know that one. What are you making or what are you doing? That's the formal you. The plurals, was machen wir? What are we making? What are we doing? Was macht ihr? What are you making? What are you doing? Remember, this is the plural, informal you. Was machen sie? What are they making or what are they doing? And then finally, was machen sie? What are you making? What are you doing? This is the formal you, but plural. So now, congratulations, you can ask the very important question in German. Was machen Sie or was machst du? What are you doing? That's it for this lesson. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, I would appreciate it very much if you'd give it a like. To go on to the next lesson and continue learning about machen, click on the video that appears here on your screen. The next lesson has to do with machen expressions. There are many, and I'm going to give you a few examples, so it's a very important video. See you soon. Bis bald.